Cascadia Bay sparkled by the deep blue ocean, a town where life felt simple and safe. Children played, families picnicked, and the sun always seemed to shine brighter here. Mount Sereth, a towering mountain draped in pine trees and crowned with clouds, watched over the town. To locals, it was just a beautiful backdrop painted, photographed and loved. The mountain was a silent, sleeping giant, and no one believed it would ever wake. It had been quiet for centuries. The town's identity was tied to Mount Sereth. Tourists came for its beauty shops, sold souvenirs, and the school bore its name. No one looked at the mountain with fear, only pride. It was their protector, their constant friend. But mountains have secrets. Deep inside, Mount Sereth was stirring. Beneath the calm, a hidden power was building like a deep breath held for ages. On the surface, life in Cascadia Bay was peaceful. But the giant was beginning to dream of fire. The peaceful days were numbered. No one in the sparkling city had any idea. The storybook calm was about to end. The leaders dismissed her warnings, fearing panic. They told her not to worry the public. Elena tried the local news, urging people to prepare emergency kits and evacuation plans. But the news focused on festivals, not danger. Elena felt alone, her warnings ignored. The signs were clear to her, but the city clung to its calm. She could only watch and wait, hoping she was wrong. But she knew the giant was waking. The town was wrapped in denial. Elena braced herself for what was coming. The mountain's whispers were turning into a roar.
The pressure is building. The mountain is not dormant anymore.
Not everyone was fooled by the mountain's quiet. Dr. Elena Marquez, a volcanologist, listened to the Earth's whispers. Her instruments picked up strange signals, tiny tremors, invisible gas puffs. The mountain was waking up, and Elena was worried. She warned city leaders, showing them her data. The fight for survival had begun. Firefighters, doctors, and neighbors scrambled to save lives. The beautiful mountain was now a monster. The city's storybook piece was shattered. But hope flickered in the chaos. People reached out to help each other. The true test of Cascadia Bay had begun. The giant's fury was unleashed. Survival depended on courage and unity.
The ash is moving fast toward the east side of town.
Dr. Elena Marquez watched in heartbreak, but sprang into action. She tracked the ash cloud, warning emergency teams.
We have to help. We can't let panic win.
Then came the roar, a deep, world-shaking sound. Black smoke and ash exploded from Mount Sereth, blotting out the sky. The giant was awake, and Cascadia Bay was plunged into chaos. People ran, cars jammed the streets, and ash fell like gray snow.
Something's not right. This isn't just a regular quake.
The day began like any other until the ground shook hard. Windows rattled, pictures fell, and fear crept in. They buried warnings to protect prophets, not people. A brave reporter found the buried files and broadcast the truth. The people felt a new horror, betrayed by their own leaders. Trust was shattered. The sense of safety was a lie. Anger surged, but survival came first. The betrayal fueled determination. The community realized they could only rely on each other. The city's ugly secret changed everything. Now, unity was their only hope. The fight was no longer just against the volcano.
Why? Money. If word got out, everything would collapse.
City leaders had hidden the truth. Mount Sereth was a threat.
I was right. They knew. They saw my reports.
As ash rained down, a dark secret surfaced. Elena's knowledge became the city's lifeline. She guided rescue teams, tracked danger, and helped save lives. Teachers led students to safety tables, shared supplies with strangers became allies. The people of Cascadia Bay formed the change, shared masks, and cleared debris. Teamwork became their shared masks and cleared debris together. Teamwork became their superpower. Betrayal had broken them. Unity made them strong. Every act of kindness was bigger. In the darkest hours, the true spirit of Cascadia Bay shone through. They were no longer just ours. The true spirit of Cascadia Bay shone through. They were no longer together.
The ash is thickest in the east. Send teams to the old bridge.
All units, the old bridge is clear. Divert there.
My crew and I drove through ash rescuing families, guiding them to safety.
In the darkness, heroes emerged. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. New, honest leaders rose from the community. Cascadia Bay rebuilt. Not the same city, but a stronger one. The scar on the land was a reminder of loss, but teamwork and resilience became their new foundation. The city rose from the ashes, not perfect, but real. United by survival, Cascadia Bay was tougher and more hopeful than ever. The storybook town was gone, but a true community had been born.
We turned fear into action. We'll be ready next time.
They vowed to respect experts and demand truth. They learned the power of being prepared. Emergency kits, drills, stronger shelters.
The first lesson is to listen. Science keeps us safe.
Amidst the ruins, hope flickered. They had faced the monster and survived betrayal.
We came out of the shelters, blinking in the sunlight. Everything was gone, but we were still here.
The roaring stopped. The ash settled. Mount Sereth went quiet. Cascadia Bay was buried, but its people survived.